Alright, this is the French RCIR, or the Individual Reheatable Combat Ration. It's a 24-hour ration that contains 3,200 calories, and they come in 14 menus. This one being menu number 1, and its main entrees are ostrich and cranberry sauce, and tuna fish and potatoes. It was produced February 5th, 2015, and it expires July 9th, 2018, so it's super fresh. Nice. Okay, right off the bat you got your chocolate muesli and this is some sort of creamy leek soup here, and some jam, apricot jam. Alright, not bad. And a nice isotonic drink, citrus isotonic. That's looking pretty good. We got biscuits, and in here there's going to be salted and sweet biscuits, and the sweet biscuits are amazing. Right here's a little apricot fruit bar, and we got a nougat bar here. These things have little bits of fruit in them, and this is like a little tropical flavor: papaya, pineapple, and orange. And it looks like we got a little chocolate bar here, 70%, not bad, and 25 grams. Got your Espis stove with the fuel tabs and matches, hot chocolate, tea, salt, sugar, pepper, and you also have your coffee in there. It's just a little accessory drink pack. We'll bust that out in a sec. And there goes your cheese fondue, and we've got chicken pate here. Alright. Then, oh wow, little coffee energy bar. Wow, that's gonna be good. Oh wow, another bar. Pate de fruits. So this is like a little raspberry bar. Cool. And here are the entrees. We've got ostrich in cranberry sauce. Wow, look at that. Jeez. And the tuna in vegetables. So, alright, let's get this laid out. Alright, that's looking great. Well, this is going to be breakfast. And these biscuits up here, they come in this box. They're separated out. 4 packs of each. It's looking pretty nice. Well, I want to start out with that chocolate muesli. Kind of tightly packed in there, so opening up without making a mess might be a little bit tricky. We'll see. Not bad. There's little chocolate chips. Cool. Smells perfectly good. And I would let this go maybe 5 years from production date before I'd start worrying about the dried milk in there. Can't trust that dried milk. Put in a little bit of hot water, like 125 milliliters. And we're gonna let that sit in, do its thing. Oh, it smells incredible. Yeah, definitely has a nice chocolate smell to it, very rich. You know, the chocolate's melting on the side. It's really good quality. Wow. It just needs like a little closure strip or something. You have to like pretty much hold it. So that's kind of a shame. We're gonna have to, geez, what am I gonna use for the rock or something? Alright, I let it settle and gave it a good stir. So let's check this out. Looks like it's in chocolate milk. Smells like chocolate milk too. That's really nice. Looking pretty good. Well, I can't help myself. I gotta try this. Check that out. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, the dried milk, it's essentially in chocolate milk with a little bit of dark chocolate. That stuff's incredible. Alright, so let's check out the pate. Oh, has a nice smell to it. Very mild chicken pate kind of smell to it. Very simple. Let's throw it on the salt cracker. Let's try a piece of this cracker on its own. Just give it a good basic reading. It has shortening. You know, that's unusual. That tastes like completely unsweet yet actually salted shortbread. That is not your basic cracker. It tastes like literally like a buttery biscuit. That's fantastic. Big old heaping portion of chicken. That pate is top notch. It has the consistency almost like a tuna spread. Yeah, it's something you definitely don't want to be dry. And this is not dry. It's just right. Perfectly moist, perfect texture, consistency, and flavor. It would be excellent to start your day. A little protein, something salty. And with these biscuits, you just can't beat it. You just can't go wrong with that. It's so good. So let's try out the sweet biscuits real quick with some coffee. I have had these before and remember them being, oh yes, they smell like a graham cracker. They are so incredibly good every single time, as long as they haven't gone rancid. I have had some old French rations that these things never hold up. The salted biscuits, because of the shortening. So I've had them before where they were spoiled. So it's a nice treat to actually have them not spoiled. And here's some quality coffee. This is always the same brand that they use in French rations. Even when freeze-dried, it still smells great. But then once you add that water to this French coffee, really brings it back to life. So let's check out this coffee. Actually, what am I thinking? Ooh, these bars have just been sitting over here. Hey, look at cafe coffee. It smells like that just smells like milk, sugar, and coffee. Like, it smells sweet. Oh wow, it just looks like a big old coffee flavored Tootsie Roll bar. Alright. Oh wow, this is really neat. Look at that, it's like a raspberry jelly bar. It's like the jelly bar I've had in like 60-something-year-old rations. Alright, let's first try out cafe with coffee. Oh wow, mild coffee flavor, creamy, sweet, light rice, crisp. And with this coffee, it just goes hand in hand. Those were meant for each other. Let's see if this was. Try out the biscuit first. It's like a very firm, durable version of a graham cracker. It's like a cross between a German Hartkeck and its actual toughness. I mean, this thing is tough, but it tastes like a graham cracker. The coffee on its own does not need creamer, first off. This stuff has this mild acidic balance where it is not bitter at all. When a ration does not include creamer, I can guarantee to you that's going to be some of the smoothest coffee you ever had in your life, like Norwegian coffee. I don't even think they have sugar in theirs. Oh my gosh, that's bursting with an all-natural raspberry flavor with a nice chewy, what tastes like I'm chewing into straight up dried fruit coated in sugar. This is really weird, but this in a lot of ways is my favorite thing out of any of this, if that's even possible. It kind of reminds me of the flavor of raspberry fruit soup from a ration cold weather. Well, this sure beats an old jelly bar with a nice raspberry extract flavor. I mean, it's like, it's not some cheap raspberry flavor at all. Wow. Yeah, so far this thing's amazing. Alright, let's move to lunch. This is looking pretty good. We got that tuna and potatoes, cheese fondue, 2 salted packs of crackers, 1 pack of sweet, a citrus isotonic beverage drink, an apricot energy bar, the tropical fruit nougat bar, salt and pepper, and a Lipton yellow labeled tea. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, so what I want to do is get this heated up. So I'm actually going to throw this over here, put it on top of this. Got the little Espas stove. And while this is cooking up, we'll be checking out the rest of this. Got 6 tabs. It's plenty of fuel to heat up everything. Hot water, your 2 meals, your 2 entrees. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't have to use the US spoon. They have their own little spoon, and it's in their little Espas stove box. Check this thing out. Forgot all about this. That's pretty handy. Matches. And this handy little contraption, which you hook onto the top of the lip of the can. This bottom holds in place, and you just bend it a little bit, and so you don't burn your fingers holding your can when you're heating it. Water purification tabs and a cool little garbage bag. It even has a string pull at the end. Like, that's pretty handy. Keep all your trash. That's nice. Okay, so what I want to do is, first off, while this water is still hot, get this tea steeping. So we'll do that, and then we'll get this entree heated up. Okay, so Always fold these in, then that. Just kind of make a nice little dome. Keep that heating tab in there. And I try and never put it on any sort of brush surface on the ground, you know. No duh, but you know, it's something you just gotta remember. You know, be careful when you're using these things. Let's get a tab on there. It's starting to rain outside. Okay, so let's open up the top of this. I don't like keep that can sealed when I'm cooking it. I like to be able to stir it up while it's cooking. Okay, so what I want to do is heat up this little tablet first. Yep, that's doing its thing. It's just going to take a second. There you go. Not bad. So, while that's doing that, let's get this thing rigged up. It's just simple enough here. Gotta wedge that in. Look, perfect. See? It's nice and easy. Now look at that. Nice little handle. Okay. Well, that's doing its thing. Okay, that's already heating up. Let's get that isotonic drink in there. I'm going to use the standard MRE spoon. It's stronger, more reliable. Nice chunks of potatoes and vegetables. I mean, this is beautiful. I see zucchini and red pepper, onions, and nice whole pieces of tuna. I mean, it's great. And look how that's heating up. It's heating up like perfectly. Listen to that sizzle. You know, that's something that's so pleasing when you're on a good camping trip or just out in the field, whatever it is you're doing. Something about these French rations. They're some of the best. Very nice. It's a real sizzler. I mean, that one fuel tablet does the trick. And it heats real easily. It's not like you have to use a ton of matches. That has such a nice, rich smell to it. It's beautiful. And that's heated perfectly. So, we're just going to put out that S-bit. And, you know what? Preferred method, just put it out with this. Perfect. And that's out. Making a nice little sizzle too. Not bad. Now this is nice. So, we will be moving on to the cheese fondue in a minute, but I think we're all a little eager to check out this. I know I am, at least. To check out this tuna. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfectly heated. That's awesome. Yep. Heated all the way through. Oh wow. That doesn't even need salt or pepper. It's seasoned perfectly. Wow. And the oil's in it. Perfect consistency. And these potatoes. Wow. The French. They really know what they're doing with their food. That's for sure. Including their military ration food. Yeah, check out the oils in the bottom. That's where all the flavor's at. Definitely a top-notch military ration entree. I think this is pretty well steeped. Ah yes, and standard Lipton tea. I mean, nothing special, but it is really nice and a good little caffeine boost in the middle of the day. But this isotonic drink, this is something I'm interested in. Very interesting. It's not really sweet at all. It tastes like it has 4 times the electrolytes of, say, Gatorade or Powerade. That's very interesting. Very cool. Well, here's that apricot energy bar. And, while I'm at it, why don't I just rip this open too. That tropical nougat. Wow, they look very similar. This one having pieces of fruit bits in it. Oh wow, and it has a very strong tropical fruit smell like a pina colada. And this has a nice little apricot cream smell. Wow, those look great. We're going to try them out in just a second, but I really want to see what this cheese is looking like. Oh, that's a very fine looking white cheese. Looks very mild and has a slightly pungent smell, but not in a bad way. This is like quality cheese right here. Very, very nice. I can just tell by the smell. It's just creamy. Look at that. It's almost like butter. You know what? I actually want to try that with the sweet biscuit first. You know, this is going to be a great combo. That cheese is a little salty. almost a little bit funky, but not in a bad way. Again, it's just something that I haven't quite ever had before. Not to this. It's something else. It's shelf stable. Look at that. That spreads on there kind of like icing. Oh, that looks really good. Let's try it out. I would have this entire thing with the sweet biscuits. It's too salty with the salty biscuits. This together is perfect. I'm going to say salty biscuits for my apricot jam, maybe with an entree. But these sweet biscuits go perfectly with this cheese spread. I mean, that's pretty much what this is. It's like gourmet military ration cheese spread. I've never had anything quite like it. It's slightly sharp, it's creamy, it's a little bit funky, but like I said, not in a bad way. It's just really good cheese. Let's try out this apricot energy bar. Oh wow, that's pretty good. You know, it tastes like a commando bar, which it's just a pretty creamy, light rice crisp to it, and it tastes like milk protein and a natural apricot flavoring. It's very mild, it's very pleasant, and easy to eat. So let's check out this nougat bar. Tropical. Well, this is amazing. Oh boy, they need more than just one of these in this ration. This thing is hands down better than the apricot, in my opinion. These little fruit bits are like papaya and pineapple and mango is what it tastes like, or maybe some citrus as well. And with this creamy vanilla nougat, well, there you have it for lunch. I'm going to save these crackers. I'm probably not going to need them with this. This is pretty much perfect on its own. And the cheese spread is great with the sweet biscuits. So I'm going to finish this up, have my tea, isotonic, and the rest of these cool little fruit bars. Then we're going to move over to dinner. That was awesome. Alright, so this is what we're having for dinner. Got the ostrich and cranberry sauce, one sweet, one salty pack of biscuits. Got the soup, the hot chocolate, and the tea. And then we also got the 70% cocoa chocolate and salt and pepper and some apricot spread. Alright, so let's get this looking nice. I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing as I did before. Get the Espit stove going on. You got the soup, the hot chocolate, and the green tea. And that's a thick, creamy leek soup. So let's check this ostrich and cranberries out. This will be great, I hope. Look at this. Look at those nice pieces of ostrich. That's like an awesome. Okay, get this over here. Awesome. So I'm going to probably save the sweet biscuits. Wouldn't mind putting the apricot spread on these salty biscuits. That's already sizzling. Let's kind of break it up a little bit so it doesn't stick real badly at the bottom. They put a little bit extra oils in it, I think, to keep that from happening. Plus, oh wow, that ostrich meat's pretty firm. Look at that. Interesting. And while that's kind of doing its thing, put a little apricot spread on some crackers. Nice. Get one down. Do a little more stirring. That's beautiful. Wow. I prefer this to the flameless ration heater in the US MRE, but the FRH undoubtedly is more practical, I would say, all around. You know, you can't always start a fire, you can't always sit down and cook your meal, but when you're able to, and when the ingredients are good, like this, or of utmost quality, it's outstanding. You gotta love this. This is as good as it gets. Except for that. That's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm taking that off the burner. At least for a second. I think it's pretty well heated. Let's check. Yes, that's piping hot. Not bad. The only thing I haven't opened up yet is that chocolate. Let's check that out real quick. It's all looking really good. Well, chocolate's a little teeny bit oxidized looking, but that never means anything. Alright, let's get the other piece out. Broken in half. Not bad. Looking good, looking good. Ostrich with cranberry sauce. And look at that. Looking good. The texture of that ostrich is almost like a cross between beef and turkey, and has a gamey, savory flavor that's almost like elk. That's incredible. And the cranberry sauce, and that's subtle, but gives it a nice fruit kind of undertone, just like a very, almost like elderberry, or I don't know, it doesn't taste exactly like cranberry. It's very mild. It's not overly acidic like cranberry normally is. It tastes like a meal I would have for Christmas. Again, like this kind of holiday flavor. The texture of the meat is so perfect. It's savory. It tastes like it's been slow cooked, tender. This is the best military ration entree I've ever had. This even beats the reindeer casserole, if that's even possible. It's that cranberry sauce. I just can't get enough of that. Boy, I'm gonna have no problem finishing the rest of that. So let's try out the apricot spread on the regular salty cracker. It literally makes it taste like sweet apricot pie with pie crust. It's not even like a regular biscuit anymore. That tastes like a dessert. It's this perfect blend of flavors. The buttery shortening and saltiness with the sweet apricot. That's like gourmet. That's amazing. So let's check out this leek soup. It's a little bland. I'm actually going to throw the salt in. I think it could use it. Didn't think I would need it, but for this it does. Interesting. It's bland. You know, the salt helps. And I can imagine, especially on a cold evening, something like this would be a welcome addition for sure. I really like that actually now with the salt. Not bad. That really just brought out the flavor. It has like a nice herbal potato kind of soup flavor to it. So let's check out that hot chocolate. Oh, that's really good. It's a little bit weak. Probably perfect for like 5 or 6 ounces. I'd probably put it 5 ounces. Then it'd be a little bit stronger. Maybe mix a coffee with it next time. But nonetheless, that's delicious. I'd like to check out this this green tea. This Asian green tea. It has a nice citrus lemon oil undertone and menthol. Oh wow, that's incredible. That's my favorite drink in here. I didn't expect that at all. That has a nice mint citrus oil undertone. I would definitely want this before, like within the last hour before I go to sleep. It'd be very relaxing, something to go well with just kind of after digesting all that good food. I think it'd be great. That and maybe some of this chocolate. Finish the day right. That's awesome. The French RCIR. Definitely one of the best military rations out there. This is Steve 1989 off MREinfo.com. Hope you liked the video, and thanks so much for watching. I'll be coming back at you with something new or old. Alright, cool. See ya.